So something that can be really useful while you're in the planning stages is to create a little objective statement. And that's going to help you stay focused throughout the assessment on what it is you're trying to achieve in some of the critical components. So it's a short statement. You can use this little structure here, this little template here, and you can put this together pretty early on during the scoping phase. So basically the format we have is we will deliver, to, by, and to support. So we will deliver, and then we're going to put in our output, and then clarify the client, remind ourselves who the client is. And here the client, remember, is the end user, not your project sponsor. So you may have a chief risk officer who's actually the project sponsor, but the client might be the board of directors or somewhere else. The deadline, and that's your deadline for delivery, not necessarily the deadline that the client will start using it. So there may be a meeting coming up, but your deadline is a couple of weeks before that. You need to submit your material before then. And then finally, to support, and this is the client's objective. What are they going to do with it? And then this way, it's nothing particularly high level, it's nothing particularly detailed. It's just a very, very high level overview of where the project is going to go. And what you can then use that for is a sense check as you go through the planning stage, and you can also use it to make sure that all the team members understand what is going on. So you would then say, do we cover all of this in the scope? When we've completed the scoping process, have we captured all of this information? While you're doing your project plan, you're also going to want to make sure, if you look at the project plan, does that project plan help you achieve this objective? Because if you're not achieving this objective, your risk assessment is not going to be successful. So it's got to be covered in the project plan. And then the final thing is, does your team understand this? And so that's your team at the beginning, when you do the team preparation element of things. But people do often change over. You will have new members coming into the team and things. So you can use this as a start point for the onboarding and brief them. This is our objective. This is what we're trying to do. And then they understand what you're trying to deliver, who it's for, very importantly, what the deadline is for delivery, and what the user, what the client is going to do with it. And so you can use that for onboarding your team. And in longer projects, it's really easy to get pulled off in different directions and get distracted. You can always come back to this, and that will help remind you where you're going and avoid you getting distracted. So during that initial planning process, it's really useful to put something like this together, and that's just going to help keep you on track.